Maybe you recently started to grow spiritually more within yourself. And you've been taught to eat meat, that it is normal to eat meat. But somehow you begin to wonder, is that okay for spiritual evolution? Check this out. Before I say anything, I want to let you know that even if you eat one big steak daily, I still love you. I don't have any hate toward you. And I also want to say that anyone can be spiritual, that in fact there is nothing which is not spiritual in the world, but there is many phases of spirituality. There is the mode of ignorance, there is the mode of passion, and there is the mode of goodness. And if we really want to grow spiritually, if you're not just a wannabe wanting to part-time be spiritually, then you must do your best to be in the mode of goodness. And where I am going is, if there is any spiritual growth within you, if there is any consciousness within you, then you are aware of what is collective consciousness. It is like if all humans, all living things, and even that which seems to not be animated, such as a crystal, which also has a consciousness, but it is a 1D consciousness. All together, we have one mind. And depending on how this one mind feels in an energical level, then reality manifests itself the way it is at the moment. And when you are aware that all is one, there is no me and another. There is no difference with me and a cat and a cow and a chicken. We are all one. We are all little parts of God. Then how could you claim to even have a little bit of spiritual evolution if you decide to kill this being who also wish to live? How could you claim to have consciousness, intelligence, empathy, love, when we worked so hard to create a system where all the food are available, where you can buy everything that you require to be healthy without causing harm, without killing another? So it is not to be mean, but if you still consume meat, yes, you can be spiritual, but let's say that there are levels of spirituality. You are still at a very low level. And there is a reason why I am saying this. As Nikola Tesla constantly said, everything is energy. If you want to speak the language of the universe, you gotta speak in terms of energy and frequencies. And all food have a vibrational energy to it. Meat vibrates low. Why? Because it is dead. It is not alive. Therefore, you are eating death when you eat meat. And fruit, vegetable, they vibrate high because they are still alive. And let's not be a smartass and say, what's the difference between eating a cow and a fruit if both are alive? They have a different consciousness. A carrot will have a 1D consciousness, one direction, nothing else. While an animal will isolate between the 2D consciousness and the 3D consciousness, which means they usually just live their life in one way, but they still can somehow do some of their personal stuff to their side, and you know what I mean. So if you vibrate low within yourself, the existence is like a magnet. You will be magnetized toward what vibrate low, which means that you will eat low vibrating food. But if you would like to vibrate high, or if you already vibrate high, then you will want to only consume high vibrating food. Because when you will consume low vibrating food, you will feel full, stuffed, stuck, negative. And when you eat fruit, vegetable, you will feel light, you will feel good. And now I want to go toward this because so many smartass try it. They say, oh, but my meat is good. The cow grow in a farm, the chicken grow in a farm where we give it love, we give it good attention. It's not an industrial place. Then let me tell you this. Let's be real if you want to play like this. If I give you a nice home, people who take care of you, cut your hair, feed you, wash you, but one day out of nowhere I cut your head and I eat you for dinner. Is that ethical? Is that nice? It's even a bigger lie because you made me believe something and then took it all away. So if you want to evolve spiritually, yes, you can eat meat at the moment until your consciousness truly evolves beyond pretending, and then you let it go. And I'm not speaking from belief, I am speaking from experience, because I used to eat meat every week, all the time. And I had my excuses just like you do. I thought, oh, but if I don't eat meat, I might be weak. Oh, if I don't eat meat, what am I gonna eat? I don't even know what I'm gonna eat. Or I was believing that being vegan is expensive. And now that I don't eat meat, I got way more money in my bank account than ever before. Meat is a scam. So, what do you think if you were an animal and we will force birth into you, put the white liquid of life by force within you, make you give birth to a kid in a torture room, and then tie your kid down so it cannot even walk, so that the nice meat stay tender? What would you think? Would that make sense? Would that be cruelty? And if you even know that the being who is doing this to you already has all the food that he requires, he don't need you, he don't need to kill you or to harm you, how would you feel within yourself? And now that you think about this, remember, collective consciousness. Everything that you do to the animal, all the suffering that you do to the animal, you feel it within yourself, but with another sorts of manifestation. It manifests itself in depression, mental illness, physical illness, stress, and it manifests itself as the system that we currently have and all hate. So what do you think about meat now? Do you feel that to truly evolve to your highest, you can consume meat? Let us know within the comments. And together, let's just build a proper collective consciousness that vibrates in love, that is equal to all human and animals. If you found any value in this video, I lovingly welcome you to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.